A man was digging for wild vegetables in the forest when suddenly something bit his hand. The pain was like someone had set his hand on fire. When he looked down, he saw it was a venomous snake. This snake's venom was extremely dangerous. It rotted muscles, damaged nerves, and slowly killed a person. Panicked, he quickly reached for his phone to call for help, but in his fear, the phone slipped from his hand and fell between the rocks. He pulled out a knife and cut open the bite wound to let the venom out, but soon he felt half of his body go numb. Staggering, he made his way home to get his car keys so he could drive to the hospital. However, as soon as he reached home, he collapsed onto the bed and lost consciousness. The next day, he still didn't wake up. When he finally opened his eyes, he saw his hand had swollen into a large lump. A little while later, he slipped into a coma again for 2 days. When he regained consciousness, the lump was gone, and he felt slightly better. Suspicious that the venom might still be inside him, he set out for the hospital. But when he reached the city, he found it completely deserted. The streets were empty, and cars lay crashed into one another. Near a shopping mall, he saw a man lying on the ground, dead. Further ahead, he found a board that read, "Global Pandemic. City closed. Everyone stay indoors." Only then did he realize what had happened. He immediately thought of his parents and drove quickly to their house. When he arrived, the place was silent and empty. A foul smell came from inside. He went in and found his father dead on the bed, and his mother lying dead near the bathroom. The flowers on the dining table had dried up, and the bananas had rotted. They had been dead for more than a week. He sat at the table for a long time, crying. Later, he dug a grave in the yard and buried his parents. Then he went to the church, where every seat was filled with corpses. He searched other parts of the city but found no living soul. At a mall, he took a shopping cart and filled it with a rifle, some bullets, a pistol, and a knife. He decided to leave the city, but the road was blocked with metal and cement barriers. After a long search, he found another route. This time, he closed his eyes and drove at 130 miles per hour, thinking that if there was an obstacle ahead, he would die right there. Luckily, the road was clear, and he reached Las Vegas. But the city was not what it used to be. Eerily quiet, no pedestrians, no noise. He went into a hotel where everything was running, lights, elevators, games, but there wasn't a single person in sight. He showered, changed clothes, and poured himself a glass of wine. Just as he took a sip, he heard a voice. Startled, he turned to see a man and a woman approaching him. In conversation, he learned that they too were trapped there and had not known each other before. The man explained that everything had happened because of a mysterious virus that spread extremely fast. The government's promised vaccine was a lie, so the bodies had to be buried secretly. The woman said that perhaps the three of them had survived because they possessed some special immunity. They talked until morning on their first meeting. The woman mentioned that the hotel had generators, food, and other necessities that could last for 40 days, but the man felt it was all pointless. He pulled out a hidden pistol from under his shirt and said that when the hotel's supplies ran out, there would be no point in living. He added, "When you've lost the people you love the most, what's the point of going on?" And no one could answer that question.